I just wanted to do a little bit better version and with a little bit sharper graphics of what to do quickly for your announcements. This is going to be super fast. Remember, you can always pause, rewind, and check again. So you're going to record yourself and you're going to edit it, right? So with the announcement that you wrote, you record yourself. And now let's pretend that this is my announcement. I'm going to go to just rehash. You're going to need to trim it. You're going to need to add text. You're going to need to add a chop zoom. And you're going to need to keyframe one pop-in image. Okay, so here we go in Premiere. So I'm going to just take my announcement in a brand new Premiere project and just drag it into the blank timeline. If you have a blank timeline where it says drop media here, just drag it right in and it'll kind of make the settings and everything just right for you in your image. All right, that's one. Two, you're probably going to need to trim it, right? So make sure you get just you talking, right? And just the good part of the announcement. If you messed up or made a mistake, you're going to try to trim those out, right? Okay. If you need to adjust your slider so you can see stuff more, you can zoom in, right? Or you can always press the key right above enter. Okay, hope that's really short. I trimmed this a little bit too much. All right. There's my clip I'm going to be working with. I'm going to add text. Remember, if it's a URL or if it's a website or an email or a very specific date, you're probably going to want to use that for the text. So I'm going to hit T. If you don't have any of those things, then try to do any sort of vital information like who's important or where they should go or something like that. So I'm going to hit T here, and I'm going to type in, www. Don't even bother with the MA Bear, just mabears.org/yearbook or whatever it will be, right? If you want to change your look, remember in the text tab up here, you're going to go to Effect Controls. And then text is really, really, really tiny. Make sure that your text is highlighted. And then you can change it to whatever font you want, right? Change it to whatever color you want. And remember, try to have a stroke or a background, something, right? That's a really bad color combination, but just to kind of show you how to mess with it right here. That's one. Step two, you're gonna need to have some sort of picture keyframed in. So grab any sort of picture. So I'm just using a logo. To change that logo, remember you're going to double click and then go to Effect Controls, and it's really important to mind where your scrubber is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move my scrubber in a few frames or a few seconds in, and I'm going to put it where I want it to be. So I'm going to move it up and over and then shrink it down somewhere like that. Okay, there. And so I'm going to now activate the stopwatch. Stopwatch for position, stopwatch for scale, and now I'm going to backtrack my scrubber, and now I'm going to peel it off. So I'm going to change its position so it comes off to the left. So now what happens is it comes on, and then if I want it to hold that position, I'm going to click on these little dots to the left of my little timeline in my effects window. I'm going to hit dot, dot, right? And then I need a fourth set of keyframes to peel it off. So then I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to go position down, right? Let me just extend this out so you can see it, right? So it'll come in, hold, and then it'll drop down. Okay. If you want the text to be over it, remember you're going to have to layer it. So now the text will be on top of it instead of behind it. So remember, whichever is on top on your track is going to be important. Lastly, the chop zoom. Remember, the chop zoom is there to kind of emphasize a point. So pick a spot that's really important, and that quick change in your image is going to make it make people want to pay attention. So if this was the important spot, a chop zoom is you grab this razor tool and you cut your video footage, and you go back to your arrow tool, double click on the second piece of your footage now, and just zoom it in. So what that does is it kind of creates like two different camera angles, and then you can always bring it back. So if at the end you want to turn it off, you're gonna have to chop it again. Chop. Go back to your arrow, select this one now, and now pull this back to 100. And what this does is it kind of creates the effect of having a second camera that gets cut to. Boom, boom. right? So 3 things. Hope you got all that. Remember, rewind, check it again. Edit it, trim it, right? Add some text, add 1 chop zoom, and 1 keyframe of some image relevant to it, right? Hope you have a good one.